Welcome to the Small Town Big Dreams podcast. My name is Becky Waples, and this is the podcast that celebrates small town creators and shares their stories. A creator to me could be an entrepreneur, someone with a side hustle, a person with a passion project, even a social media guru, or anybody else who has taken their goal and is crushing it. From their background to where they found the courage, from their challenges to their wins, to where they find inspiration and how they took their first step, I cannot wait to chat and laugh about anything and everything that comes with creating something from scratch. If you are inspired by small town creators who turn their big dreams into reality, then this is the podcast for you. Please subscribe to hear all upcoming podcasts, follow me on Instagram, and leave a review or comment so I know what you want to hear and what creators inspire you. Let's grow together. Today's interview is with Brianna Smith with Bree's Essence. I've known Bree for almost 10 years, and she designs, makes, and sells busy boards. She is very inspiring and insightful on a business that creates, sells, and markets goods rather than a service. She also has good information on how to get your product to retailers, investing in yourself, and knowing when to pivot your business strategy. During this interview, we do briefly discuss investing in yourself and your business, and I know all of my listeners have unique financial situations. Whether it's $5, $50, or $5,000, investing in your personal growth and development is so empowering and helps you recognize your worth and potential. Just remember what's important is not the dollar amount you invest, but the commitment to investing in yourself. Thank you for listening. Let's get to it. I know Bree. I met you, 10 years ago? Oh, okay. So I was figuring it out. In 2014, you came to a party when I lived in Guelph.
Yeah.
You had the buffalo chicken dip, which was a life changer for me.
Yeah. That's a favorite.
That's where I learned the buffalo chicken dip. And so just recent, or how old is Bree's Essence?
Well, it's probably about 2 years old when I kind of started my journey. But I would say like actively selling has been just about a year now.
Perfect. It's really exciting. I wanted to invite you because I think you have a different type of story. A lot of the side hustles and the small businesses are like service based. Sometimes they're in the food business, but you're selling a product and you sell it globally.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
I thought that was very cool. So let's get started. Can you share your journey of where you started?
Yeah. So it all began on Amazon. I was on mat leave. And my husband and I were kind of thinking, what can we do to make a little bit of extra money? And my girlfriend kind of inspired me to do the Amazon because she was so successful with it. So it's an Amazon program and it's all online, which was nice being on mat leave. I would do it when my daughter Haley was napping and just kind of in between that time. So it's a program and you pay $1,000 for it. It has 12 different modules. You do it at your own pace. You would do the module and then it teaches you something to do on like Amazon. So you kind of learn it, you go on the Amazon and you do it. It would teach you how to make, domain names and how to take professional pictures for Amazon, and just pretty much gears you up to sell on Amazon. And it has really cool different platforms and tools. One of them was Jungle Scout. I never heard of it before Amazon, but Jungle Scout, it gives you ideas of what other people are selling on Amazon. So by no means am I the creator of busy boards. There's lots of other people selling them. It's just, now I have my brand and kind of my story behind my busy boards. So that was really cool. So it took me months of searching on Jungle Scout and I finally found busy boards. And I really loved it, obviously, because I have two little girls that could hone into it. So that was a really cool platform on Amazon. And then it teaches you how to find suppliers and it was just lots of information, a really cool program just for $1,000 that you learn all these tools and you don't necessarily have to stick with Amazon as we kind of go down the podcast here. My story changes a little bit from Amazon to where I am today, but it all started on Amazon and I'm no longer on Amazon, but I'm extremely happy where I am today with my business.
That's really exciting.
Hmm.
I like that story. Where did you find the course? Like, what's the course called? Do you know?
So it's Amazon FBA.
And was that a course that your friend sent you to, or did you do some research for it?
Yeah, yeah, no, she sent me that. She did the same one. She started 4 years ago, so it was a little bit different than kind of what's going on, in 2022 it was, or 21. Um, but yeah, it was an awesome course, and you just watch all the modules, and it really takes you to where you need to be to sell on Amazon. And like I kind of said before, it just gives you tons of business.
Know how.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew what I knew before this program. And, some of my girlfriends have said, like, I want to get on Amazon. And I have my feelings about Amazon, kind of knowing what I know now and how hard it is to sell on Amazon. And it was Amazon.com too, not .ca. It was a lot of information, but really, really cool. And yeah, like I said, I'm just happy to be where I am kind of in my journey now.
Well, we can talk more about that, but I want to know, do you have a full-time job?
Yeah, so it did take me a while to do the course because, when you're on mat leave and you're tired, you have laundry, you have other household stuff, and you don't want to just be sitting at the desk when you're not doing your 9 to 5. So the program did take me longer than, I kind of anticipated. And there was a lot of down moments, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of I want to quit type of
Oh,
thing. Yeah, it was, and I'm somebody who's not too confident in herself, but my husband really pushed me to stick with it and kind of drifted into me going back to my 9 to 5 job. So the last thing I kind of wanted to do was continue to do these modules when I finished my 9 to 5 job. I had 2 kids and it was just a lot at the time, but I'm really, really happy and just kind of proud of myself that I didn't quit. I kept going with it and I only made a small amount of time in my day to kind of complete this Amazon course just to say I did it. And I didn't know where it was going to kind of go from there just because I was getting kind of defeated in the whole course of things.
have you always wanted to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I've always had a side little hustle. I've been selling Christmas stockings in the
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
seasonal months, and that's always gone really good. Again, that's super fun. It's not too business oriented type of thing, but my mom's been an entrepreneur her whole life. She's extremely successful. I really look up to her. She does big entrepreneur businesses, whereas these busy boards of mine is just a small little part of it. I love my 9 to 5 job. It's not like when I started this Amazon thing, I didn't think that, oh, I'm going to be able to quit my 9 to 5 job. Maybe one day, but that's still not a goal of mine, I guess. It's not my vision to just do these busy boards. It would be awesome. And I'm still kind of proud of where I am today from when I started. I didn't think I'd be in the category of where I am. But yeah, being an entrepreneur is really fun. It's a lot of work. I give credit to successful entrepreneurs out there. Yeah, again, I'm just happy with how I can balance my 9 to 5 job, balance this side gig to, bring in a bit more income from my family. And now I'm at the fun part versus the losing sleep part.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's been really great.
Yes, I apologize that I forgot about Smith stencils because in my head I was thinking you have done this before. You used to sell Scentsy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always try to, bring in a little bit of extra money.
Is it always just a little extra money, or is it kind of sometimes like empowering?
Yeah, it's this busy boards have been empowering. Like I just can't stress enough. Like I wanted to quit so many times. And my husband gives me a little bit more of the hardship love encouragement that I haven't been grown up with. If it was up to me, I would have quit like a year ago. So I'm extremely proud that, he pushed me saying I can do it, don't give up. And it was just hard. And entrepreneurship is hard, businesses is hard. And what is easy if you are going to be successful? I'm just extremely happy that I didn't give up and I just kind of kept sticking with
Yeah.
it.
That's a good story because I think I'm a quitter.
Yeah.
I think I have these great ideas,
Hmm.
and then when it's time to go, I'm like, yeah, I came up with the idea, someone else should do it.
Yeah.
And maybe this is the wrong point in the podcast to say it, but remember when I said I wanted to start my own business,
Yeah.
and you were like, just invest in yourself.
Yeah.
It's just money.
Yeah.
Like you can get it back. We're like, it's just
Well,
$1,000. Like
and
what?
I have a point in here too on that. Yeah, my husband kind of said it was 5,000 for my example. And, he said it's just $5,000 to start this business. We're not going to lose our house over it because I would be like, oh no, we don't have money to start the business. Or, oh no, I have so many returns on Amazon because my product was defective. And I was sick to my stomach all the time at night. And he would just reassure me, you tried, you did it. If you're going to be, if it's not going to go as you planned, you've lost $5,000. Let's keep moving on. You tried. The busy boards are going really well. So I'm just so glad he gave me that little analogy because, yeah, to me, I'm a little bit more frugal. Whereas my husband just, you know what, you're trying something new. Let's see where it goes and we'll kind of go from there. So I really, I've told you about that. I really just like stick to that note that he kind of said and go with it.
You're right. Like having a supportive system is a huge deal.
Hmm.
And you kind of touched base on it, but your mom's an entrepreneur, your
Hmm.
sister's an entrepreneur, your brother is an entrepreneur.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the family's just
Yeah.
entrepreneurs and my mom, she's definitely a risk taker and I don't know if there's like a saying, no risk, no rewards or whatever that saying is, but you gotta step out of your comfort zone, take chances, see kind of where things go and yeah, if you don't take any risks, then there's going to be no rewards.
Right. My thinking right now these days is not everybody will do it.
Hmm.
So you're already ahead of the game.
Yeah, I'm a risk taker.
Yeah, you're already ahead of the game just by saying you're willing to take the risk. Okay, so let's go back to your busy boards. I'm curious when you started, what was your original plan?
My original plan was to sell on Amazon and, just
But did you have like a plan? Oh, sorry, did you have an item that you
no
wanted?
idea. Nope. I just went in, did the course, went through the steps, and then, yeah, like I said, this Jungle Scout, you could search anything you want. So at first, I stumbled upon wind chimes. And wind chimes came up because not a lot of people were selling them on Amazon. People were still, bringing in sales. So that's kind of what Jungle Scout does is breaks down what other people are doing on Amazon and how they're doing. So no, and you know what? I've never really seen busy boards out there. I know they're out there. Yeah, no, I never thought busy boards would, be my little
No,
side business.
I like that too because I think some entrepreneurs are like, I have a passion for something. How do I make money doing it?
Hmm.
And you are like, I want to be an entrepreneur. How do I get there?
Yeah. Yeah, there's just something that kind of more like a bucket list of something I want
Yeah.
to do. I want to do it for me. I want to do it because I know I can. And I want to do it because I kind of don't believe in myself either that I can do it. So it was a little bit of that too. And that's why I give myself a pat on the back, being like, you did do it. Be proud of yourself. No, you're not making six figures. And sure, maybe one day that would be sweet, but that's still not kind of my goal at the end of the day. My goal, I think, was more too for just like self confidence as well. Because I do have the 9 to 5 to give me that financial aspect of it. So anything coming in with the busy boards now is play money type of thing,
Yeah.
family money. And again, just for my self confidence too.
I think you're like kind of downplaying it. You wanted self-confidence, but when I think of you, I think of somebody who creates things. Like
Hmm.
what, like this podcast is about creators, and I would say you would be bored. Would you be bored if you didn't have something on the side?
Yeah, this is definitely, I'm thankful that my 9 to 5 job gives me the flexibility of, being able to fulfill my busy board since I do it out of my house. I'm very lucky that I do work from home too, because to be honest, at the end of my day, if I had a 9 to 5 bank job or something where I was with people all day on my feet, just at a computer, literally for 8 hours a day to come home to doing this business, I would probably be,
Oh,
just kind of tapped out of my day.
for sure.
So I'm super lucky that I do try to shut off business and work at 4 o'clock
Hmm.
because then I pick up my daughters. We have gymnastics, we go for family walks, and I like doing dinners and stuff like that. So, um, if I didn't have my 9 to 5 job, maybe I wouldn't be as excited to do this because I might just be too drained at the end of the day. So I'm thankful that I can still be successful with my side gig and still kind of be done work
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock.
Who are your customers and how do you find?
Yeah, so now not being on Amazon, I'm on a platform called Fair. It's really cool. I never heard about it before. So what it is retailers across the world. So for example, my mom's on it. She owns a decor store. So for instance, she would go on this website and look for products that she wants. So if there's a kid boutique store, they could maybe type in busy boards, or just type in, kid selection, and my busy boards would come up on this website. It's super cool because they just click on it and they click the quantities they want. I get the order through like my Fair account and I just fulfill the orders right out of my home. So that's been awesome. My girlfriend brought it up to me one day, this website, and I was like, whatever, I'll just try. So I created my profile with it. I had no inventory at home because I just doubted that any
Yeah.
like this would take off anywhere. The amount of orders I got in the first day, I was like, oh my God, like, oh my goodness, this is real. So I had to get my supplier and send boards ASAP because I was getting these orders. So yeah, I'm on Fair, and that's where I get pretty much most of my orders. I'm in over 110 stores now.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah, worldwide. So yeah, I'm in Germany, Switzerland, Paris, all across the
Crazy.
States, across Canada, and then in Ontario here, kind of from St. Catharines, Grimsby, Lions Head, Wyerton, Southampton, Port Elgin. I'm kind of all over Ontario now, which is really neat. Yeah, just pretty much Fair has been a huge platform, and thank goodness for Instagram because to get my retailers kind of in Ontario, Canada, I just go on Instagram and I shoot out some messages, tell them like my wholesale price and kind of what the busy boards are all about. I send them pictures of it, and 9 out of 10, it always comes back saying, sure, we'd love to try your boards. And the amount of repeat orders I get from these retailers, it's just really, really, really cool.
Ladies, do you want to learn more about your body and actually get to the root cause of your symptoms? Well, I have just the program for you. The Healthy Hormone Mastery Program is a 12-week, all-encompassing program that is going to naturally heal your symptoms using food and lifestyle strategies. I have helped so many women completely reverse their pain, acne, digestive problems, hormonal imbalances, and feel like the vibrant woman they deserve to be. If this resonates, I would love to walk with you on your journey to health. The link is in the show notes to apply. Back to the episode.
110 stores is a huge deal. And I think I thought that it was all cold calls, but you're a 9 out of 10 at a cold call. This is a huge deal for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm surprised about the amount of feedback. I think when I started thinking about this, I would maybe have to like go in face to face and meet them, which is all fine. But I think ever since like the world's kind of changed after COVID, we're like, like
Yeah.
just social media is where it's at. So I love meeting my retailers and, obviously around my hometown here, I've met most of them. The Instagram is a huge platform as well for me. And then Fair's been just really cool. Anybody I know who kind of sells things, I'm like, are you on Fair yet? Just because the amount of retailers it's given me, and now I'm Top Shop on there. So I have like a cool little Top Shop emblem
I'm gonna put
thing.
your link on the show notes.
Yeah.
Your
Yes.
Top Shop, that's a huge deal.
Yeah. So, with Amazon, you can be like on page one and that's
Yeah.
obviously the best place to be. And Amazon was way too overpopulated for me and just the profit margins and all that stuff. But Fair, just to be on Top Shop there. And I have like 10 reviews. They're all 5 out of 5. And it's just really, really cool. I try to be personal with all my retailers and, just let them know that I'm a mom of two doing this as a little side business. And yeah, it's a really great platform.
Like, okay, so it's wild that this is your side gig and you have 110 stores. I think I thought you had like 30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's your farthest store?
I don't really know the map, but we have Germany, so
Yeah,
that's
Germany's
far.
very far. You have to mail this stuff to Germany from your
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, yeah. So the cool thing about Fair is I don't have to pay for any of that shipping like Fair
Really?
does. Yeah. And I don't even think the retailers pay for it. I think like the actual platform Fair
Mm.
pays for it. It might be different depending on,
What the
yeah,
thing is,
what,
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, probably Germany or Switzerland if that's
Yeah,
further,
I don't know either, but
or Paris. But
Europe.
yeah,
And you're down in the States too?
yeah, yeah, Texas, New York, all these Ohio's and all these
Ah,
other places that I kind of don't know. But yeah, really cool seeing when I get the orders. I always Google, like, oh, where are they from?
yeah.
And just to, I always go on their webpage and see what kind of stores my busy boards are being sold at. And it's just so cool if there's like a crazy cool toy store. I'm like, my busy boards are in
Yeah.
there. So yeah, it's just really fun now.
Let's move on because it's called Small Towns, Big Dream. So, how do you think living in a small town contributed to your business?
So amazing. At first, when I started, when I was more on Amazon, I had 200 boards delivered to my address just because the Amazon wasn't really the direction I wanted to go anymore, just because we were kind of losing money fast at it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring them home. And me and the Facebook market are like best friends. Like, you know me, I love Facebook market. I love selling things, making money, and buying new things. So with these busy boards, I said I'm going to put it on the Facebook market. I sold 200 busy boards in 1 week on the market.
Wow.
And that's just from selling from, probably Kincardine, Port Elgin, Southampton.
Right.
It was all porch pickup. I had my husband help me. I always check every busy board now just to make sure there's no, defects in
Yeah.
them or missing anything like that. So I had my husband help me look through 200 boards, put names on them, little sticky notes for people coming. I had a bin outside our front house and it was just people were coming and going. I've seen people at like our daughter's swimming lessons being like, you sell the busy boards. So being in a small town was definitely cool that way. And just the support from, all the retailers around here. Everybody's given me a chance when I've reached out to them. Nobody has said, no, we don't want to sell them. So that's also been cool. Just seeing them in stores around here when we, go shopping ourselves and we see the busy boards, or my daughter will be like, Mom, I saw your busy board in like the toy shop and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's been great being in a small town, having, this business.
Have you faced any challenges by being in a small town?
Yeah. So just kind of recently, actually. So, being on Facebook Market, I guess, is like my best profit margin type of thing because I'm not paying anybody else to sell them. So, yeah, I was on Facebook Market, and then stores around here were also selling them. So they'd have kind of people come into their stores and say, "Oh, I've seen this on Facebook Market too." That, it really hurt my heart, I guess. It was never my intention to put these small shops, like they're not going to buy from these small shops that are charging
Oh,
HST
yeah.
versus me just being like a cash. So, yeah, I would say that kind of I learned my lesson. I'm not on Facebook Market anymore. I kind of just won't do it anymore because I am in so many stores. I don't want to burn my bridges with any retailers in that sense. It's just not worth it for me. I'd much rather they're supporting me and I'm kind of supporting them
Right.
since they get,
Oh, yeah.
money out of it too after they sell. So that would probably just be my biggest challenge, I guess, is I love Facebook Market and I do very well on it with these boards. But I guess I can't just kind of double dip in the Facebook Market and in the retail world.
Okay, so you've kind of gone over this a lot because you have some really good approaches to how you became a small business. Do you have any like strategies or do you have any inspiring words that you would give to someone who also wanted to start something similar?
Yeah, I would just, believing in yourself, don't give up. If I would have gave up 2 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here with you right now
Right.
doing this awesome podcast. And I wouldn't be in 110 stores across worldwide. So take a chance. We don't really, none of us have tons of money in the bank account just sitting to start these new adventures. To hold your point, like you said, is start before you're ready. I wasn't ready to do this either. I didn't have lots of money in the bank account for this business. I had no idea what I was even going to do with this business. I just started Amazon and I never thought I would, be a wholesaler now is kind of what I am. I'm not even on Amazon. So yeah, just I would reach out to people who have done this before, and your podcasts are so cool. If other people are listening to this, now they know, oh, Brianna, she's somebody that I could maybe reach out to. And she has kind of gone through a roller coaster with her business. It
Right.
hasn't been all, you know, easy for her. So just do it. The Nike slogan,
Yeah.
just do it.
I like that. I think it's really cool that you said that because I posted on Instagram yesterday, start before you're ready, because I keep telling myself, well, you can't do the podcast till your studio's ready.
Hmm.
Like you can't do it until you have all your information. You can't do
Yeah.
it. And then I was like, no, just start before you're ready. And then because your first one isn't going to be perfect, your
Yeah.
second one's not going to be perfect either. But you're not going to get to your perfect one if you don't keep doing, if you don't keep practicing.
Yeah.
And then I've been listening to this book on Audible and I opened it up
Okay.
today and it says right here, this is the first page I opened in this book. The key to success is to start before you're ready.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, what the?
That's a
Like it's
sign.
following me. Like when you said
Yeah.
that, I'm like, that's following me.
Yeah.
So that like really is like a good strategy.
Yeah.
Because I think if you keep saying, you can always have excuses.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Your excuse could have been like, well, the course was on Amazon. I don't want to be on Amazon. I just won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But you pivoted and
Hmm.
you said, let's try something different. And it was, I'm guessing, way more successful.
Yeah. And again, like, us as humans, I feel like we're so hard on ourselves. I think it's okay to, if you need to take a break and see, that didn't work out. What else can I do? Because Amazon defeated me. And I didn't want to give up because I kind of worked so hard. We did put in a couple $1,000s, and why would I just give up? And again, talking to my girlfriend, I would have never known about the Fair platform
Right.
if I didn't vent to her and tell her my ups and downs through the business. It doesn't all have to be, oh, yeah, it's going great. Because at the end of the day, you always, talk to those people who are an entrepreneur and you never know what platforms they have for you. So I'm really glad that my girlfriend has heard all my ups and downs through this. She was on my Amazon journey with me because she's been so successful on Amazon. So her experience for Amazon is completely different than kind of what I would tell somebody about my experience. But my experience now on Fair and just being a wholesaler is totally different than her experience on Amazon. So there's, a lot of resources out there for us to ask for somebody else's stories. And again, this podcast that you're doing is so cool because other people can be like, oh, there is, a light at the end of the tunnel, or just to give people encouragement or.
That's what I want it to be like.
Hmm.
I want someone that's listening at home being like, oh, I would love to start like my own massage business, but that's not me. I'm not one of those people.
Hmm.
And then finding out through this that no, there
Hmm.
are people that everyone's doing it. Like
Yeah.
every different type of person's doing it. I also think that the way you described like Amazon and Fair, sometimes people might think an entrepreneur is like a really outgoing, in your face type of person.
Hmm.
Because I can't be a salesperson. I can't sell my stuff because I'm
Right.
not an out.
Yes.
I'm not speaking about me because me personally am, but that might
Yeah.
be what someone else is thinking. And so, yeah, like Fair, you're behind a computer.
Yeah. And even I still say like to my mom, I'm just like, oh, mom, I'm not a business person. And she's like, Bree, you are. Like, you
Yeah.
are. Like, And like you said before, I think you kind of cut yourself short, which I absolutely do. Like it's something I'm trying to work on. Like I have an HST number now, and that's a whole different learning curve and just learning about different things you can write off. And I can't believe, I guess, that, I kind of am like a business person and I just keep saying I'm not a business woman.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's just really cool.
It is really cool. I also read, or I heard something the other day. It must have been on a podcast too. And it was like your first cut. Everyone thinks their first customers are going to be like your mom, your sister, your dad,
Hmm.
and you really have to get over that those aren't going to be your first customers. Your
Hmm.
first customers are going to be probably strangers.
Yeah.
And then when you find your strangers, then your family turns around and they're like, oh, okay, I
Yeah.
guess she is doing a good job, which is really backwards of what people think. And when I heard that like I don't know why, but that kind of chimed into me.
Yeah, well, and to your point with that, when I started, I had to ask people, like I have a couple of friends in the States, and with Amazon, you need reviews to kind of
Hmm.
get your business going. So I had to reach out to like anybody I knew in the States saying like, please buy a busy board, I'll pay it for you,
Oh,
and I just need your review. And then even when I started, I messaged like all of my girlfriends, and I was just like, hey guys, please buy a busy board. Like, and now it's just not being like, I don't need you to buy a busy board now, but like,
isn't it kind of
yeah,
feel?
it's just
Yeah.
kind of cool where it's just like, wow, a year ago, I needed to reach out to everybody and anybody I knew. And now, just on the daily, I'm just getting like organic orders.
Yeah,
And
because it's a good product.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what are your exciting or like what exciting products are you working on right now?
So I have a Christmas busy board
Yeah,
coming.
exciting.
Yeah, so it's really cute. It has a Christmas tree on it and reindeer and just all the fun Christmas stuff. And I'm just, I don't know if I'm going to wait till 2024 to work on. I might just do like either a boy design or just a girl design with like a dress up or tractors. I don't know if I kind of want to do something like that, but I'm always thinking of a new um busy board idea. I don't know how many I want to have, how many designs. So I have my two now. The OG, I like to call it, with the hippo, and then the forest one with the fox. And then the Christmas one will just be a limited time edition. I only ordered 500, so it's gonna sell and be hot.
Yeah.
So,
We'll take two too because
okay.
my boys love the ones you gave them.
Yeah, so just always kind of thinking of, what other fidgets there are out there and just designs like that. Really excited for my Christmas one coming. And yeah, hopefully it's here by the end of October.
Very cool.
Hmm.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing about your side gig?
I would say one of my favorite things is obviously creating fun for the little ones. Even when my daughters, we're on a road trip and my 3-year-old does a buckle and she claps and is like, "Yay, I did it!" And even Addie, who's 5, she still gets joys out of, doing some of maybe more of the harder buckles. So that's been really fun, just getting feedback from retailers and customers saying, how this has helped their little ones enhance their fine motors. And also, a gear I kind of want to shift to is like dementia. I've got a lot of feedback to get out in kind of that community, and that these fidget spinners and stuff like that help seniors who have dementia. So that's kind of another avenue I want to get into just to help them as well. And then another favorite thing of mine is creating the boards. I have an amazing graphic designer.
Rural brand guru.
Yeah. And she is one of my close friends. She's from Lion's Head. Anybody who needs a graphic designer for pictures, ideas, she's so amazing. She literally gets my vision just over Facebook Messenger. I'll throw her a couple Pinterest ideas or whatever it is, the ideas I have, and she'll get it on paper to like real life. It's just amazing. She is so great. She's so fast. When I need her to, I need these designs quickly to give to my supplier. So she is just absolutely amazing. And I really wouldn't be here without her because she has brought my visions to life.
I want to ask Charlotte to be on
Yes.
the podcast. I was thinking when we go away for a girls' weekend, maybe pulling her aside for a half an hour and
Oh,
doing a
yeah.
podcast with her.
Yeah.
If she hears this, I sent you a message on your Instagram, Charlotte. Okay, so I always like to end it kind of with something fun. And I was like, what could we do that would be fun for someone that owns a busy boards for children? So let's do, are you smarter than a preschooler?
Oh, boy.
Okay, so there's 5 questions. What was Little Miss Muffet afraid of?
Little Miss Muffet sat on
Along came a
spider.
Yeah. Who drives a fire truck in Paw Patrol?
Oh, um, the red dog.
Yeah, the Dalmatian.
Oh, what's his name? I feel like it's Haley's favorite. What's it start with?
And at least called like a fire captain or a fire.
Marshall.
Yeah. What is the name of the cowboy in Toy Story?
I don't know.
I don't know if there's like a hint, but it's Woody.
Oh, Woody.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you'll know this one, but in the song The Wheels on the Bus, what do the mummies do?
The mummies go shh.
Yeah, there you go.
That's easy.
And what does the third little piggy make his house out of?
Brick.
Yeah, brick and stone. So there you go.
All right.
So thank you for coming, Bree.
Thank
I
you
think
for
you're
having me.
I think you're super inspiring and you're a little something different because yeah, we don't hear a lot about people that actually make and sell things like globally. And I think so I'm really excited you were able to talk to me today. How can we find you?
Well, on Instagram, my Instagram name is Bree's Essence. And then, of course, all the awesome stores I'm in around this area for small businesses. I'm in Treehouse Clothing in Owen Sound, Turtle Crossings Toy Store in Port Elgin, Aunt Donkey's in Lion's Head, Teeny Tiny Tots in Wyerton and Palmerston. And then, of course, the Fair platform. If any of you have your own little boutiques or online stores, I highly recommend you check out there if you haven't before.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.